Hello, it's Pastor Jerry again with Raised Ministries. Here we're at Teaching Gardens once again, and there's a lot of things I think about before and after pictures about 2 days after I finished the project. But today I've had these huge bags of oak leaves. They came from white oak and from red oak trees, and a friend, I'll say a thank you to Mr. Doug Brown. He's a member and a deacon at First Baptist Church Mooresville, the church that I served until this past March of 2023 for 15 years. I thank God for that church, a good serving community church. And Doug had a lot of leaves, and a lot of times they get put in landfills and sometimes in the Lake Norman outside of Mooresville. But when he told me he had some he was having to carry off, I asked him if we could take them, and we've placed them on the garden, as you can see, and I've raked them fairly flat. They'll produce a lot of carbon. Most of the nitrogen is gone from them when they're green. Of course, that's when you have the most nitrogen. But rather than them ending up in the lake, matted on the basin of the lake and not allowing grass to grow there, which provides cover for fingerlings and for fish, we have them in our garden. We'll reuse them. And we have a storm front that's coming tomorrow, so I wanted to get them out here. Tomorrow they'll get wet with this permeable woven plastic fabric. And so we encourage you, don't just blow the leaves to your neighbor. Don't set them on fire. That doesn't do our environment or our planet any good. Use them in compost, use them on your gardens. They will break down and put these nutrients right back in the garden. So I'm gonna cover it up, and we'll use that. And then we use the cinder blocks. We bought seconds on cinder blocks that might not have otherwise had a good purpose. We don't care if they're a little chipped or if perhaps the fly ash and the concrete content is not up to building standards. It works great for us. And we've had lessons about borders. We'll have some more in the future. But we encourage you to winterize your gardens. If you're a home gardener and have some existing gardens, always put 4 to 6 inches of mulch on top. You may want to cover it, you may not. We experiment here. I've got 1, 2, 3. This will be garden 4. We have 7 teaching gardens here. So number 2, 4, 5, and 7 are done as of now. And I'll probably leave 1 uncovered just to try to see how it does next growing season as opposed to the ones that are covered. Just always trying to see what is optimal. Some we're covering with plastic that's not permeable. These we're covering with plastic that is permeable. Anyway, Pastor Jerry with Raised Ministries. We hope that you have a Merry Christmas season. May God bless you. And we encourage you to say a prayer for Raised Ministries. Consider coming out, checking out our website at raisedministries.org or pastorraised.com. We're getting better. They're not perfect. They take a lot of work, but we've got a great team with Coach Thad Wells and with Julio Lopez and myself. So may God bless you. Have a Merry Christmas.